Hello! I want to help you to overcome your procrastination. There is actually a very powerful method to define reasons of your procrastination. Think of something you really have wanted to do for a long time, but not able to, and you keep postponing it. You don't know why, and the issues keeps you growing actually. One part of you wants to achieve it, while another part doesn't. And every time you postpone it, the part that doesn't want to do, it wins. So why do we do this? Would you like to learn this method to understand the blockages you create for yourself? This method is called the cycle of experience, also known as the life cycle or awareness cycle. You can see here. The model represents the fluid, non-linear process through which we continuously actually interact with our environment, addressing the needs as they arise. Take your pen in hand, and as I explain this method, let's learn together by applying it to your own example. I will also share my personal example. In brief, the model consists of actually 7 stages, as you can see here. One of my important current needs is learning German, because I live in Germany. But I keep postponing it, and I have a lot of reasons. I'm going to do my own exercise today with you, and I want you to also do your own exercises. What is something you procrastinating? Pick your need. Let's examine this using with the cycle of experience. It starts with sensation. The kind of signals about your needs. For example, I can't order a cafe in German. I blush when I can't express myself, my body shrinks and tenses up, and I physically feel this trigger actually in my body. With your case, think about what is the sensations that triggers because your need is not covered. The second stage is awareness. I recognize actually how important knowing the language of the country I live in for communication, for integration to the culture, and for socializing. I become aware of the need to do something. The third stage is mobilization, committing to addressing the need actually. In my example, I take a lot of action by searching for a German course, I called them. And the fourth stage is action. What you do to meet your need. I attend a course and take additional steps to learn German. And in your case, what are the actions to cover your own needs? Just write them down. The fifth stage is contact, where you really engage with your need. This is the stage where a shift actually or change happens in you, and is leading you to grow and kind of satisfaction. In my example, it's the transformation that comes from learning a new language. The sixth stage is satisfaction. The need has been met. I feel a sense of accomplishment in learning the language and feel the ease. The last stage is withdrawal. Finally, after satisfying the need, you withdraw. In my case, that means my language issue closed and I don't have those triggers anymore in the cafe. For someone who is not procrastinating, this cycle closes naturally. However, if we return to my example, the reason I keep postponing it is because a kind of block is forming somewhere in the cycle. These blocks are called also resistances. The resistances you see in the diagram cause a kind of blocks actually, preventing this cycle from progressing. In my example, I'm stuck between mobilization and action. I search for the courses, but never attend. The reason I struggle to take action and show resistance is that I'm working on too many projects at once and working excessively. Because I have the belief that if I do many things at once, I will be successful, and to have a meaningful life, I must work hard, produce, and be successful. How to identify those resistances and beliefs? Coaching, therapy, psychologists are kind of supporters, helps you to identify. The belief of mine must serve at some point of my life actually, and I learned it somewhere in my childhood from my family. However, it now prevents me from engaging my current need. For some of my needs, it still continue, by the way, to serve me, but not for all of my needs. Once I have this awareness, instead of making a chosen decision that meets my need, I'm acting according to learned automatic patterns. Now that we have recognized this, what to do next then? In my case, I can work on my beliefs, which are very powerful and sometimes makes me take action from autopilot. This is also called unfinished business. In my case, the need to be successful or my belief in working excessively. But that's a topic for another video. In this video, we focus where you block yourself in the cycle, which makes you procrastinate. In the next video, we will learn a method, what are those resistances, and a kind of method how you can coach yourself to move forward.